because I said,
We have to number 5.
nope, we're looking at a number in your packet,
Number 5.
page 20. Okay? It says here, instead of finding even or odd integers, we could look for integers that are different
Okay.
by a number other than 2. Okay? So it says right here, it says find 3 numbers that each differ by 3. So now we're changing the rules a little bit. We're changing the rules. They want 3 numbers, so we've still had that. But they want them to be different by 3. So if I have x be my first number, how do I get a number that's 3 apart from that?
Jump 2.
X plus...
2.
X plus 1.
2.
X
Well,
plus.
let's think about this way.
X plus 2.
If I've got 1,
Yeah.
what's the next number that's 3 away from it?
2 out of 2. S2.
No, 3 is only 2 away.
4.
X2.
X2.
X.
4.
4. Jump 2. How?
No, I'm looking for a number that's 3 away. So what
Oh,
number is
3 away.
3 away from 2?
4.
3
Five.
away. 5. 5. 5. The last 5.
So how do I get from 2 to 5? By adding
2. 2.
3.
Three.
We add 3.
And add 2.
So I'm adding 2, or excuse me, 3. So if I have the number 5, 3 more than that is 8. How do I get, what's 3 more from 8?
9.
No,
3 more.
11.
11.
11, yep.
So this is plus 6.
Oh,
X plus 6 equals my third. Hey, there's way too much talking. Okay? It's time to focus. Now it's asking us, five times the largest.
That means 5 parentheses X plus 6.
That's my largest, right?
Is
Equal to 3 times the smallest
3 times the smallest is 3 X. 3 X.
increased,
Plus 2. That means minus. Plus.
increased.
Plus. Increase.
5 times the middle.
5. That means 5 parentheses 3
3.
X plus 3. I didn't have to solve that for you.
So we've got an equation now, right?
Yep. Plus.
Now, once we have it, I've said all along, my goal is to get the equation. And you can use nsolve, you can use anything you want from there. So at a bare minimum, remember, this is how this is graded. This right here is plus 1 or 2 points. The right answer which I do nsolve, 5 times x plus 6 equals 3x plus,
Okay, what happened then,
is it 5 times x plus 3?
Anyway.
I guess this is 5.
X plus 3, comma x, right?
Yeah, it's 5. That's how I get the answer.
X equals 5.
Anjir.
Oke.
If I do this by hand, because we're trying to do. Remember, I said this year
We're gonna do what? Like oh,
I wanted to work on both NSolve and the old-fashioned way, right? 3x and 5x plus 15. Okay?
yeah. We got 5x.
3x and 5x is
So you're gonna add
8x. So I've got 8x and 5x. I got 8x on the right-hand side and 5x on the left. I would subtract 5x from both sides.
5.
minus 5 minus 5.
Now if I carry this over,
We have
5.
We have
30
30.
equals, what's 8x minus 5x?
3.
3x
And we have the number 15.
plus 15.
Then there right now we have to get off the 15.
Minus 15.
And we got 15.
50. We will get 50.
3x. 15 divided by 3x is 5. X equals 5. Yeah.
It's the same.
Yep.
Okay?
I have to.
And that's great. The fact that we can do this is going to set us up for the next lesson pretty well. All right? NSolve will work. And if you're sitting there and saying, I can only do NSolve, then right now that's what you got to focus in on. But I'm hoping that you get used to the way that we do it the old-fashioned way, too. Because that's like the steps. That's like the pure, you'll be a math nerd. Math nerd. You know what a nerd is? Like nerd. Like Jen say.
That's it?
Yeah.
Nothing in his head, right?
Right.
Like can say yeah, can say
All right, so here's what we got. Number 5 is a tough one. It's going to be, I want to just talk about it. It says, what do you think every other even integer means? So this is kind of tough, right? If we were going to talk about every other even integer, the first thing that you have to know that we struggle with is, what's an even integer?
I mean even number, same value.
Like 2, 4,
5,
6,
8.
8,
10.
10,
and now,
14,
and I can keep going.
That's it. That's it.
You got it. We're good.
20.
Got it.
Same.
Now it says every other even integer. So every other even integer means skip one.
Oh, 3.
So I would skip 4, go to 6. Then I would skip 8.
Put 10.
And we get 2
I
and 10.
have skip 10. Put 12.
So then I would do 10.
12.
We would skip 12 and go to 14, right?
Yeah.
Skip 14. Skip 16.
Okay, now, what it's asking you to do is says set up a let statement that would show this. So this is kind of a strange number. It doesn't happen very often. Okay, but I think it'll help us in the long run set up. Like, how do I get from 2 to 4? Plus 4. So x would be my first one. What would the next one be?
2, 4.
X plus 4. Because that's how I get from 2 to 6. How do I get from 2 to 10?
4.
5, 10.
4.
x plus
From 5.
8.
ما صبحك مكروه.
Then we're going to do number 6, and then you're going to practice some on your own. Okay? Not bad. It says find every other even integer. 3 of them. So can I use these 3 let statements down here? Every other even integer. So x plus 4 come on, x plus 8 equals the third. And if you can translate this, you're going to be set up for almost everyone. So that the sum of all 3, the sum of all 3 those are my 3 numbers, aren't they? What's the sum mean?
Some plus.
Sum of all 3.
What we have to do next?
Is equal to 3 times the largest. Well, which one of those is the largest? The third one down, x plus 8. So 3 times my largest
X plus X.
decreased by the other 2. So I'm going to subtract x plus 4. And then I'm going to subtract x. And we're going to do n solve on that, and we're going to be happy. N solve. N solve. X plus 4 plus x plus 8 equals 3 times x plus 8 minus x plus 4 minus x, comma, x. What? Menu 3-1. How do I get to n solve?
No.
No.
This is how we do it.
We will need to close in here. We need to close it.
How's that stuff?
Yep, plus.
Oh, come on.
I got a score.
So you get 4?
يا محمد جاتك نقطة جنب الفوي.
دبات
اسمع
باب
I think I end up with x equals 4. X equals 4. Okay?